What's happening? What's good? What's really good? SuavenyV, old school mopeds. I'm out here on NYC. Train early in the morning. Just vibing out. The morning time, it just feels so fresh and refreshing. It just feel good in the morning time. It just feel real good in the morning time. Especially when like the summer, when it be real hot. And then like yesterday it was real hot. So now it's early in the morning, like 5, and it be like perfect. Cause already know it gonna get hotter than this. So you gotta catch it before it get too hot, because it's a such thing as too hot. You know what I'm saying? You can't really move and operate, and you get aggravated. But it's all good. But waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, it do feel good. Yeah, it do feel good. You'll see a lot in the morning time. Or the day where it's Sunday, don't want too many people ain't working. Usually be a lot of people working in the morning time. Yeah, let's see. Go over here. We'll take a walk over there, but oh, I'm walking. I don't know where I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna go somewhere today. Central Park. Might be somewhere. You gotta be careful and watch yourself too. Watch your surroundings while you be in New York. Like this guy right here. Oh, no wonder he watching me. Yeah, I'm gonna go on the side right quick. But so earlier I had went to the store and got me a cigar, raw papers, whatever. And then I left out the store. Somebody was in the store, but I left out the store. And when I left out the store, the guy ran. I already done across the street and start walking. And he say, yo, yo, yo. Usually I don't even go back over some yo, yo, yo shit. But I went back. And not even went back, I just stopped and looked back. And he was like, yo, I said, what's up? I don't know why I thought my car declined, but I know it ain't declined because the receipt came out, I see the number pop up. But when he was like, yo, 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 I'm thinking, I don't know what the fuck he thinking. He about to ask me something about something or something about my car. Well, I know it had to be my car because I know my shit went through, but I'm up there talking to him. And I noticed he drunk, and I smell that he drunk, and he told me, you know what I'm about to ask you? I'm like, nah, what? He told me, no, that ass, you don't know what I'm about to ask you. No, motherfucker, what the fuck you want? What the fuck you about to ask me? And then he started laughing and talking about, shit, where you get your do-rag from? I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? He told me, yeah, I've been looking for a do-rag. Where you get your do-rag? I'm like, bro, man, you don't get the fuck out my face early in the morning. I ain't cursing, I ain't said it, but I'm saying in my mind, like, bro, man, look at the firework residue. He talking about, the fuck that nigga say? Where am I get my do? I said, bro, I got it from up here. They sell them shits everywhere. What you talking about? He said, you know what? On some real shit, I just want to come holler at you, bro. I'm on some drunk shit. I'm like, all right, cool, but I'm like, damn, bro, what the fuck you talking about? And then he talking about, you don't know what, he talking about, you don't know, he talking about, you don't know what, I'm stopping you for? Hell no, I don't know what you stopping me for. What the fuck you want? It's all good. Celebrating 250 years. They trying to say we wasn't even free on July 4th, but we celebrated Juneteenth. They got me so damn confused. I don't know what the fuck to think. I need to do my damn history or something. Because this shit confusing. So we don't supposed to celebrate July 4th. We supposed to celebrate Juneteenth. We wasn't free. Like, I need a damn just homework. I'm gonna read today. Another 4th. Every year. They had the fireworks on TV. I seen a little bit, but they had some fireworks. Scooters. My kneecap on the inside hurt. My bro, where you from? I hear the accent. Where you from? From the South. Yeah, got my accent after 10 years almost. It's amazing how they design these apartments and shit. You got apartments over here, over there, over here, over there, behind you, in front of you, beside you, curved, like. take y'all for a walk. It's always good to go for a walk. Early in the morning. I like to take a walk early in the morning. I like to what am I about to say? A lot of trash out here. A lot of trash. A lot of trash. You'll see a lot of work being done in the morning. And then I like to go to certain areas often because they usually change up the areas. And I like to go to certain areas at different times too. Because when you go to different areas at different times, shit be just be different. Let's go down here. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, you may go on this particular part of the block and it be crowded because you may go there during the nighttime at a certain time and they got all the clubs and all the shit popping and everybody outside. You fuck around and go there 5 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, that shit dead. It's a whole other scene, right? So you might go on this side of town in the afternoon and that area is nice and the people is booming, the people out and about, everybody having fun. And then you go there in the morning or you go there on a Sunday like today and it be like low key. It be you know what I'm saying? It be low key. You be like, damn, it's a different vibe. Like, there's so many people over here in this spot. And now, you know what I'm saying, it's not. See? You can rent the bikes over here. I rode a bike, I think like 2 days ago. I rode a bike, scanned the bike. And but it kind of confusing because they charge you a fee and they ask you about a membership and I think they charge you 30 cents per minute. You fuck around and be on that shit for an hour and a half and what the most I paid? Like $50, $40, $50, $56, $35, something like that. You gonna pay. But it worth it because it's fun though. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. I just wish I could afford to just ride the fuck out that motherfucker. Ain't nothing like getting on that motherfucking city bike and just be gliding and riding and gliding and riding. 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 Yeah. So the city bikes is cool in and off. These apartment buildings are so nice. One thing different from the South than New York, you have apartment buildings and you have buildings, you have trains, you have your house. Some people have their house underground. Some like Queens got a middle spot upstairs and they got underground. And sometimes like now, when I'm walking past these apartment buildings, I can see inside the building and it's like this building right here is nice. I get my clothes clean. It's a cleaners inside here. They got nice apartments in here. That's why I get my clothes clean out of that building. And then you can see, like okay, look how we standing on the ground, and that's under the ground. Hold on, let me show you. Look at that. Look how I'm standing. Look, this the ground, and it's under the ground. See, that's some examples of some dope shit in the city that you might not see in small towns. They got a dog cage for your dog. They got a little building back here. I think they got a pool. Some of these got pools, you know. And you can live in the air, in the sky, and you ain't gotta really worry about too much. You ain't gotta really worry about too much. You know, you in the sky, you safe. And that's another thing. You can be safe in the sky. Nobody know where you at. Nobody know where you home, if you home or not. And sometimes you can get an apartment with a garage underground. That's another thing too. One day I was just walking past and seeing this car going inside this door. I like, damn, what that is? And next thing you know, that was an underground what you call that? An underground garage. Underground garage. So we celebrated 250 years. I don't even know what the 250 years represent with the 4th. I gotta research that. Yeah, today I'm gonna be doing some fucking research because when I'm older, I be wanting to learn and shit and be wanting to know like what's what. Like, okay, they saying we don't supposed to celebrate it, then they saying we do. Then they saying what is 250 years and Juneteenth, and I gotta look into all that shit, bro. It's so quiet. Damn, it's quiet out here. Ain't nothing moving. You know, a lot of times, even when I was down south, I used to ride at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to come from a girl house or something, or wake up early in the morning like this, and there usually be no cars on the road, nobody walking on. And you be like, damn, what if I was the only one on earth? Like, what would you do? Well, what if you was the only one out here in this motherfucker? You gotta know how to survive, and you gotta see shit before it come. Like this motherfucker right here sitting on the ground smoking. You gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But I be thinking like that. Like, what if you was the only one alive and on this earth? Like, I done seen movies like that, I believe. I think Will Smith movies, and he the only one. And everybody died or got killed from this bombing or something. Yeah. See, we were riding them scooters. Scooters fun, bro. I'm talking about that. Not even the scooters and the electric bikes go hand to hand. Yeah, them shits go hand in hand. Yeah. A lot of weird drinking. A lot of weird people. I'm saying a lot of different people. Gotta check out the soccer game because the FIFA is big. Kids love that FIFA. So, you know, the kids love soccer. So I gotta figure out I gotta figure out when they playing again. You gotta go to Bryant Park or Brooklyn Bridge for movie night. I think at Brooklyn Bridge they're gonna be playing some of the movies I'm not so familiar with, some of the movies I don't know. Some of the movies it's okay, but not really my type. But they good movies that whoever chose them, or they good movies for overall. You gotta pick movies that's overall for the overall crowd. And in Brooklyn they gonna play Do the Right Thing. I like that movie. Remind me of me coming in the city. Just doing your motherfucking thing. Just doing your motherfucking thing. Yeah. Just outside cooling. Outside vibing. Get to watch nature and watch how they move and operate early in the morning. It will teach you a lot. Going to work. They gotta be fun. Waking up in the morning, driving to work on the bike. Just cooling it, just vibing it, just cooling it. Early morning, baby. The one first, man. Kids out of school. Gotta find something for the kids to do in the summertime. Yeah, I feel so good out here. Probably like 80 degrees. 80 degrees. But if you wait later, it'll be about 90 or 100. Because we've been up in a heat wave for the last couple of days. So now it's kind of going back to like the 80s.
Like my neighbor, for instance, you sitting there, you got a good boyfriend, you got a job, you got an own apartment, you got everything that most of these bitches want in now. And I don't understand how you still.
Another thing about New York is that people be talking about all kind of shit. So if you just be listening, bro, man, you be hearing business deals. You'll be hearing all type of shit was going on in the streets. You'll hear all type of, especially business deals. You'll be in the city and hearing people just talk about business. You be like, damn, that's a lot of money. They talking about big money, and they closing deals and talking about words you hear on TV and shit about business. You know what I'm saying? And it puts you up on game. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people be, I guess they walk and talk, walk and have like meetings and shit. And you be like, damn, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because there be so many people. There be so many people. And speaking of so many people, you gotta be careful because you might bump into somebody by mistake. You know what I'm saying? But usually if I bump into somebody or somebody bump into me, I say sorry or they say sorry. I say excuse me, they say excuse me. I say, excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me. They say excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, that's just the right thing to do and the polite thing to do. And I seen Big Meech had responded, had said, made a point close to that on his screen. He was like, he used to be the type to bump into somebody bump into him, and he say, I'm sorry, my bad. And then the other person say, I know it's your bad. So they be disrespectful when Meech try to be respectful, and then not even knowing Meech got 100 guys with them, and now they fighting them. And he said they got a bad name for that because you will only see the fighting, but you won't see the disrespect. So a lot of times in life, I go through the same similar situation, but just handle it different. Like it all about, like I heard a quote said, life is 90% what happens to you and 10%, no, 10%, 10%, life is 10%, like it's just life, and then 90% um is how you react to it. I forgot to read the number, but the point is that it all about how you react to situations. Life gonna happen, but depending on how you respond can determine the outcome to be positive or negative. But sometimes you be in a lose-lose situations, or sometimes you be in like wrong situations. But you just gotta just choose the right environments and choose the right places to go, so you can increase the chances of having good outcomes or positive outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Be around positive people. So if you bump into a positive person there, they'll say, excuse me, pardon me. And if you be around certain people, we automatically know somebody gonna touch somebody by mistake. You know what I'm saying? because there's too many people in New York. There's millions of people in this crowded place. So we all got to make room and just share. It's all about how you react to situations. I had to learn that too. You know what I'm saying? And it do work though. I promise you it works. A lot of times just be calm and analyze the situation and try to be the bigger person. Don't even be embarrassed to be the bigger person sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna have to choose. Either you can choose to be embarrassed by this situation, or you can flip out and not be embarrassed, but you gonna be embarrassed with your decisions because you ain't gonna be happy with the consequences. Because the outcome ain't gonna come in your favor. So you can't have both. You can't do what you wanna do and have the outcome that you wanna have. Because sometimes if you do what you wanna do, you're not gonna have the outcome that you wanna have. But if you don't do what you wanna do, you will have the outcome that you wanna have. Like if you wanna slap the shit out of somebody, but you don't, and you will have the right outcome of not getting into no shit. But if you want to slap the shit out of somebody and you do slap the shit out of somebody, you ain't gonna have the outcome that you want because your ass gonna go to jail, you gonna have to pay, and then you gonna be stuck in the shit and all type of shit gonna happen and motherfucker gonna sue your ass and it gonna be some shit. So you be like, damn bro, I could've just don't even I could've just think about it if I would've walked away or I would've just ignored him or I would've just not even just flip out so fast and try to avoid it. So conflict resolution skills is very important. You gotta have that to resolve problems, you know what I'm saying? Because problems gonna come and occur, and you just gotta just minimize that shit. When I was in school, they used to call me a peacemaker one time. They used to laugh at me and think that shit was funny, but I mean, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? They think the truth is funny. They think the truth is lame. They think the truth is whack. I think what you doing is whack and what you doing is lame. But I ain't laughing at you and I ain't picking at you. But what I think I ain't gotta say out loud though. But I realize with other people they try to hurt you and they'll say what they think and be negative. But if I say what I think and be negative, you gonna wanna fight. See, that's the unfairness. I don't wanna fight, so why you wanna fight? But people fight because you hurt their feelings. That's how you know motherfuckers can't take it. And the main people that be ditching out the negativity can't take it. You gotta do a lot of thinking and observing, peeping the play. You got ants calling on my phone. I ain't wanting to go on my case and fuck around. See, come out my case in my ear. I spoke to Charleston White. Damn, that shit made my day. Cause I was supposed to go to his show, and I had the show booked, his flight and everything booked early in advance to go to Cap City in Texas, but it was canceled and rescheduled, right? So that was the third time. The previous time I went for February, Valentine's Day, February the 4th in Winston-Salem, and they started fighting. And that blew the show, and I was supposed to talk to Charleston. I didn't get to talk to Charleston. I didn't get to meet with him then. Then the first time, I flew out to Dallas to do an interview, and I never talked to him and get to know him and spend time with him and chop game with him. I'm supposed to go to the show in Miami on the 13th September. And then Dewberry said that was canceled. So damn, that's my third time. Um, that's my third attempt to try to talk to Charleston, man. I'm like, damn, that shit kind of crushed me. You know what I'm saying? The third time, I talked to Gangster the night before and then he said a couple days before he don't think Charleston was going he said he got the phone Charleston, he don't think he was gonna perform. I mean, he think he think it was canceled. Well, he said he got it. He don't know if they gonna have it or what. He don't know. But and then he asked me to look and make sure. And I looked online at a couple spots and I screenshot and I told him I was like, yeah, they they still got it up there. And then he text back, and I'm saying I'm thinking now cool. The next day I'm flying out now early in the morning. My shit leaves 7 o'clock. I been told him my shit leaves 7 and I land at 10. So the next day, I wake up, I'm up to shit 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, ready to go to the airport, and I'm at the airport damn near 3 hours early, more than that. And something just told me, and I was gonna holler at Gangsta, like, yo, I'm at the airport about to get, about to get on the airplane. I land at 10 just to make sure. And I had spoke to him when I went down to like 2 hours for my flight, and something told me to go online and just see. Cause Charleston always say he always would post a video of him going in the airport, of him something, and then I looked and he was like, it was 2 days ago. It said the show rescheduled. I was like, oh no. And then I look at my phone and Gangsta had texted me and I texted and told him I was going. But thing about it, what Gangsta said, he was like, even if they don't have the show, me and him can still do an interview because me and him supposed to do an interview. Me and Gangsta supposed to do an interview. So that was, because I already had my shit booked early because I gotta buy my shit early in advance. Nigga, I'm spending my last and my own. I gotta buy my flight as soon as I can. You know what I'm saying? At least a month, 6, 7 weeks in advance. So to get it cheaper, you know what I'm saying? To get it cheap as I can. So what happened? So he was like, I called him and we talked, and he was like, nah, they canceled. And then he was like, he ain't gonna drive to come do the interview. I was like, damn, gangsta, that's what you told me. But he was like, man, I ain't gonna do that. But I was like, okay. I said to myself, you can't be in your feelings because he probably got another play that making more money than me. So you gotta respect the jugs. But damn, even though I booked it early, he told me to mark it on his calendar and all early. Had that set in stone like 2 months before um, Charleston event. I had to save up the money to go to the next show, and I had to call Gangster to make sure he going to the show so we can do the interview, so we can all talk and meet. Cause I'm supposed to meet with Charleston. And damn boy, and Gangster was announcing the phone, and I was like, he said he wasn't gonna come and do the interview. I was like, damn, I don't waste another trip and I ain't get the down to my business again. So, damn, I think. And then yesterday, that was yesterday? Yeah, I think yesterday morning, motherfucker called me 2:54. I got that shit written down. Man, I got some good news, man. I got some good news, man. I can hear it in his voice. He said, I'm right here with him, man. I'm right here with the man. And they goddamn up, got on the phone. Say, man, hey, man, I heard you goddamn paid to see me, man. I heard you tried 3 times to come see me, man. This is what I'm going to do, man. My next show in Miami, hey, you will be there. You'll be there. Everything good on me. All right, cool. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad to hear your voice. He said, hey, I'm glad to hear your voice, nigga. He said, I just found out your situation a little bit. You did this, you did that. You done came to see me 3 times, nigga, 3 times. So I'm like, God damn. I ain't like, oh, well, I'm about to say, I ain't know what I was going to do, man. Third time. I was trying to see 3 times, and I done paid my last. Ain't nothing like paying your last and paying all you goddamn got. And that shit work out for me, bro. He told me, he said, don't. Since I couldn't reach you, I told Gangster, man, I was just gonna do another interview with Gangster and just say what I was gonna say on camera, on the interview. Since I couldn't say it to you, I was gonna say it on camera and hope that reach that way. You know what I'm saying? He said you can still do that because your story, you know what I'm saying, your gift gonna make room for you. So he said your story, that's what gonna, that's what gonna take you to the top. Like that's what gonna do. I forgot the exact word he said with your story. And I learned that with Forex when I was with that network marketing company with Forex. It was like telling your story. That's how you overcome everything through your story. Because you never know. Some people um, probably got the same worries, probably got the same stories, or they probably going through the same thing, and you can help them overcome that by telling your story. So yeah, man, man, that felt good to talk about. Just a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to overdo it. I kept talking, but damn, I'm glad I spoke to him, shot it against the son of the Charleston. And I'm in there now. I really believe I'm in that motherfucker. I just knew every time I was in that motherfucker. Now he say this gonna be my biggest show. And I told I say, this the show I really want to go to. But Gangster told me he 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 wasn't going to that one, but he was gonna make it to Texas. And then he said he didn't want to do the interview. God damn, Gangster. But it's all good. But I one thing about it, I kept my composure. Like I said, it's all about how you react to things. And I didn't cuss him out. I didn't flip. I just calm. I just took that shit up on the chin and just think, like, what you gonna do next? And then, matter of fact, before I was gonna holler against, but I against fuck it. Um, when we gonna do the interview then? You know what I'm saying? Cause I paid. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even about the money. So I know with him, it just you just you gotta reschedule, but you gotta work fast though, cause time passing. You know what I'm saying? It take me 6 months at a time to do something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like March of last no, yeah, March of last year. No, was that March? Yeah, March of last year. Dewberry hit me back, cause I sent all of them a text message, reach out them through Instagram, January 2024. Him, OG Sane, and Dewberry. Charleston, OG Sane, and Dewberry. I hit all three of them. Nobody ain't hit me back. I understand because they celebrities and shit. I just know, you know what I'm saying? But I tried it. And then Dewberry hit me back in March. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to do? And I told him what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn content creation and learn how to monetize. I want to learn the game from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to pay what it costs. He told me the price. And I met up with him and Sane, but I ain't met up with Charleston, which is cool because I thought they would just introduce. I thought they would just read my energy and filling me out before I meet the big dog, Charleston. But I ain't never met him. But then they told me the show was down canceled, and I didn't get to see him. Then the next time was in Salem, and then this time there. So I like, God damn, I'm spending my all, and it took me six. It took me, and then so March I contacted him and I told him I ain't gonna have the money till I thought I was gonna get it 3 months. I thought I was gonna get it in a month because I hurt myself and I supposed to, get some bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm still fucking hurt. My back and neck still hurt. I still ain't got the proper treatment and all, but and I ain't still went back to work since that shit going on 4 years now. So I told him I'm waiting on some bread. I ain't got it, but I'm gonna get it. And that was 6 months later. So September. So from March to September, it took me to get the bread, and then when I got it, and then from September to motherfucking February, I I try to, see his show again. And from February to February of this year to now, which is July, I think that's about 6 months again. And then, so now, you know what I'm saying? But hey, and then I told Charleston, I heard you said one time in your story, you gotta take the fucking at the beginning. You gotta go through it at the beginning. You gotta go through it. I heard you say that, and I told him I watched. You know what I'm saying? I heard you say that, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I motherfucker made it now, boy. I done talked to him. Oh, I done motherfucker made it now. Mm. I done motherfucker made it. I done accomplished my goddamn goal. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm good. Now I just gotta just show and prove. Show him my value. Tell him the truth. Why I want to work with him. Why he should listen. Why he should work with me. I'm his kind. I was raised by his kind. I was raised by an uncle and big cousins, just like him. My whole life, I used to be around my uncle's school all day long, just like a Charleston White. So I want to be around your motherfucker and make some money, create content. You know what I'm saying? Go on the road with you, travel with you. I love to travel. You know what I'm saying? I can work. I want to work with you and work for you. Be your stylist, assistant, something. Told you bag shit. I ain't told no bag, but something. My back, but yeah, we travel together, something. But he probably don't even need that. It's just that time. I know Uncle work give me jobs, and then I want to tell all the people that you be saying, yeah, man, they wanted me and such to do this together, but he done fucked it up. Yeah, they wanted to do a documentary on him. They wanted the goddamn sauce Ryan with the sauce wanted me and Buddy to do this together, but he done fucked it up. They wanted to do me and Buddy together. They say me and Buddy do good together. Man, me and you would do good together. Just give me a chance. Give me an opportunity and a chance to show and prove that me and you can do some shit together, boy. Me and you the same. Man, I'm trying to tell you, just give me an opportunity and a chance. You know what I'm saying? To give a nigga a chance, opportunity, and show and prove and show you my value. Like you say, word. I'm telling you, I'm it. Word. I'm your kind, Dog, I tell him I'm your kind, For real. Yeah. I've been watching all videos since 2022. Started watching him working at Walmart before I got hurt at my job. And then I was like, damn, this nigga going ham. He talking about everything, and it's the truth. And then my uncle that remind me of Charleston, he passed in 2024. But before he passed, I used to show him to my uncle. And then my uncle used to say he remind him. My uncle used to say Charleston remind him of my cousin that I was saying, that my big cousin. You know what I'm saying? My big cousin is 30 years older than me, and my uncle that passed, which who said this is 50 something years older than me. So he was like, yeah, he remind me of Carl. Carl is my big cousin. So even my uncle said that, like, damn, he sound like him and look like him. You know what I'm saying? And he talking the truth like him too. So that was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing for me, for him to say that, for him to say, and for him to laugh, cause he was like, cause I used to watch him so much, cause before my uncle passed, I used to be sitting with my aunt, talking with my aunt, and while I'm sitting there chilling, me and aunt watching TV, I may be watching on my phone, Charleston White. He's like, man, what you laughing at? What you keep watching? I show him what I'm laughing at, and it be Charleston White. I said he remind me of Carl, man. I said, he's so funny. I said, he be just telling the truth and be just talking just like how y'all used to do. how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Get up under the tree, get up under the car shelter and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Grown folk talk. Men talk. And then like that's all, you know what I'm saying? And that's all, man, that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? At grandma's house, great grandma's house as a kid. At great grandma's house, then you got grandma, and then you got grandma kids used to come through. All of them had their own career, all of them married. But my uncle Spook, he was in New York and he used to come down like every year and stay a month or something. Or he might come again twice a year or something. But when he come home, it'd be game time every day. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a movie every day. Cause his uncles, I mean his brothers gonna come through, and then his cousins and everybody was alive back in the day. They used to come through, and I used to be up under them. You know, not too. Sometimes be right close up under them, and then sometimes I'd be not too far, but close enough to where I could hear like what going on. And boy, they used to be talking and cussing. And boy, that shit used to be so funny. And then not only that, you know, you at grandma's house all your life. You catch the bus from grandma's house. You get off the bus from grandma's house. You at grandma's house all day in your childhood, in the summertime and all that. So you got your big cousins there, and everybody giving you games. So that's how I learned, and that's how, um, yeah, that's basically how I learned and caught on. Was you was fortunate enough and blessed enough to have a village, which is all the family there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody alive back in the day when you was a child, and you know, excuse me, everybody at grandma's house coming through to grandma's house, and it's just fun. And then everybody teach you, mama at work, and then when mama get off work, mama got a crib of her own across the street. So mama in her own house. Mama got her own job. She got her own car, her own credit. She got her own everything. So she on the phone chilling. She on the phone, or she watching TV. I'm outside up on that damn tree with grown folks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just vibing, just cooling. So that's how I learned a lot of game and a lot of sauce. So that's what I tell, you know what I'm saying, Charleston, where I get my game from. Is up under that tree, listening to great, listening to great grandma, all her friends, and all my family members, and listening to my cousin, my big cousins, and big cousins, and let's sit over here for a minute. Big cousins and uncles, because of uncles and big cousins, they gonna put you up on game. The uncles and the big cousins ain't gonna let you do the wrong thing. Stop that. Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't do that. And then we didn't do that. I mean, if we spit on the ground, cover that up. Cover that up. Step on, like, cover that up with dirt. Don't be. Yeah. Don't spit where people walking at. And then they be like, well, what if you bounce the ball in the spit? That's nasty. So one thing about the old heads, when I was coming up, how they raised us was once they told us to stop doing something, right after that they told us why we shouldn't be doing that and how it would affect you or somebody else or something. I mean, one time we as kids just thinking about it, we was busting bottles, me and my cousins. I probably was the one basically ringleading it. You know what I'm saying? But we were just throwing, because my people drunk, they used to drink and a lot, and then the cookout, they used to have a lot of cookouts. And then after the cookout, they got a lot of cans and they got a lot of bottles. So, um, um, one day we were just busting bottles, and we wasn't doing that wrong. It was wrong and dangerous, but we was busting them. ping, 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 and and my cousin came out there. What the hell y'all doing? Y'all better stop busting them goddamn bottles for the glass jump in your eye. You know what I'm saying? So we just like the sound of it. That's all. Like, but when he came running out there, he heard that shit and doom, doom, doom. That motherfucker came running outside like goddamn. That nigga came running outside like the house is on fire. Y'all better start that shit before that shit get in your eye. And then you stop and then you think about it. You be like, damn, that shit could get in my eye. So let me not do that. So that's why it's good to have a parent or guardian watching you at all times as a kid. Not at all times, but they on deck. You know what I'm saying? Because my cousin, he wasn't working, but he was at the crib, and my grandma in the crib. Grandma can't come outside. She might come outside, but but a man would have pulled up eventually because somebody always was coming in and out of grandma crib like family members though all day long. That used to be the best thing about it. Man, motherfuckers used to come see grandma and all that all day long. So just thinking about it, us growing up, my cousin, by him not working, um, he was able to just run outside and just stop us from doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids, you think about it. If I think about it, and I be hearing people's stories, they ain't had nobody watching them, and we had people watching us. Even if they wasn't watching us, they was close by. Because we used to when we outside, nobody ain't watching us. Grandma in the damn crib, but we responsible enough to do the right thing, and we know not to do certain shit. We ain't going nowhere. We know what to do. You know what I'm saying? They trust us. But some people ain't have that. And one thing I had was that. So that one, that one thing I can relate. Charles said he got his game from the barber shop, and he had older brothers and he had uncles and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really need no damn daddy. I mean, if you ain't got one, and if you got a lot of men in your life and a lot of family members in your life, say if you got brothers, cousins, uncles, granddaddy, shit like that, all them, and especially if they positive, and some are positive, some are negative, you can see different forms of men and try to become who you want to become. You know what I'm saying? That it's a blessing like that because my daddy was in my life, but he wasn't in the crib. You know what I'm saying? It was just me and my Dukes. But I had uncles and I had big cousins. You know what I'm saying? That was men. So you had examples of different forms of men. That what Charleston said. His mama wanted them to see, wanted him and his brother to see different forms of men, and that is so important for a kid to see different forms of men. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Like I remember when I was a kid. Let's just say second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. Right? You a kid. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? So you looking at a barber, you watching how he dress, you watching the money, you thinking like, damn, this nigga do this every day. He don't got a job. So some men gotta go to a job, like go to drive their car to a place, stay at that place inside a building for X amount of hours, and then leave when they say leave, and come home when they say come home. A man do that. Then you got men. I remember the insurance men used to assurance. Just say if a white man or somebody came and took grandma's house, I used to watch how fresh and clean men used to be. Like I used to watch the dress code of men as a kid. Like okay, I'm seeing that he got on darker jeans. darker pants, and he got his shirt tucked in, a certain collar, smell good, certain shoes, clipboard, doing business. He coming in somebody's crib talking about, he could be talking about medicine, he could be talking about insurance or the house or something or whatever, checking some shit. Next thing you know, leave. That's a job. Um, then your uncles retire, so they ain't even working, but they getting money. Then you see niggas, then you see guys that your cousins may be getting money, but they ain't got no job, but they hustling the street. You don't know what they doing as a kid. You don't know what they doing to get money, but you know that they always hanging with friends and laughing and partying and doing that. And then you look at, then you see coaches. You know what I'm saying? You watch how coaches dress, you watch how coaches act. And then you look at men that's in the church. Some men that in the church, and then you ask your uncles, why you don't go to church? I ain't going no damn church. But that's just them. And then you got some people that, what, in the military. You watch how those people act. And then you got some guys that's own their own business and out of town because you see the car. So one thing I learned as a kid was like watching all different forms of men to be like, damn, what type of man will I be when I'm grown? I always wanted to know that. And then as I got older, I realized you can create the type of guy that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just like playing a video game. You know what I'm saying? I want to wear comfortable shoes, so I gotta have me a job with comfortable shoes. I will wear steel toes, but they gotta be paying me a lot of money, especially back in the day. But that's just an example. I like to be fresh. I always wanted a job. I always wanted to do something where I could be fresh. You know what I'm saying? Be me and be free. You know what I'm saying? Have time and money. You know what I'm saying? Be able to spend that shit. Spend the money and enjoy the money, make the money. So um, I, I had different men in my life, as far as family members, and then you got family. Then you got they friends. So when we used to have cookouts as a kid, so say if you got your uncles gonna bring your uncles gonna bring they friends. Then if you got your cousins gonna bring they friends. So you see, like, damn, them niggas balling, or you be like, dang, he a doctor, or dang, he a lawyer, or dang, he a, what other people I done seen? Or he the ticket man on the moped, but he got a block of money. So I always wondered what type of man I was gonna be. And then, okay, so what I did was gathered certain shit from this man. Okay, okay, my Uncle David, he used to smell good and be fresh. I'm gonna take that from him. He keep a fro. I like that. I'm gonna take that from him. He a businessman. He a professional guy. He a calm guy, gentleman. I take that from him. My Uncle Spook, he a wild gangster. But he a all around guy. You know what I'm saying? Take that from him. My other cousin, you say he can know how to talk. Other cousin know how to dress. Other cousin know how to dress. Other cousin travel. Other cousin keep a fresh shape up. You can gather all that for all your cousins and your uncles and put it together and make you, and just, you know, create your version of yourself from your family members. And then you can watch TV. Like I used to watch Ice Cube. I used to watch Home Alone and learn from that guy off Home Alone, Kevin McAllister. Then I used to watch like Arthur, learn from Arthur, how smart and brave Arthur was. Learn from like movies like Deep Blue Sea. I wanted to have heart like that guy, the white guy on Deep Blue Sea. They were like, yo, the pressure gonna build up. We gotta open up, fill this motherfucker up with water, swim out this bitch. If we don't, the pressure gonna bust, and we ain't gonna be able to, that we gonna die anyway. So we might as well take our motherfucking chances on swimming. And they had to swim out that motherfucker. That was a real movie. Tarzan. I like Tarzan. Tarzan was raised by the gorillas. You know what I'm saying? He fought gorillas. That cartoon, that movie. So just a lot of stuff inspired me to become the man that I am and gather up so you can build yourself up in the inside. Like I ain't even big on the outside. I'm skinny, bird chest, poems, but I got a lot of knowledge. I got a lot of sense. I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I know what to do. You got a lot of power in other ways. You can think. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that Charleston say he learned the game from is through them old niggas, through his uncles and uncle this and uncle that, Uncle Boots, Uncle Wayne, Uncle Joe, Uncle this, Uncle that, hanging with grown people. And then he been in a house around grown folks, listening to grown folks. He said he wanted to be grown. I did too. And I'm gonna tell you my reason. My reason why I wanted to be grown was because I wasn't spoiled. I ain't got what I wanted, so I had to be grown. Grown people got money. I wanted to give me some motherfucking money to buy me a shirt, to buy me something to eat, to buy me some shoes. Because when and that's the only reason I wanted to be grown, to wear what I wanted to wear. Because my mama used to make me wear shit that I ain't wanting to wear, and then she used to make me wear, like, say if it's March, she making you wear winter shit. Ma, I remember young, you can't even really tell your mama, Ma, I'm in the second grade. So I remember I wanted to be grown to make my own decisions. Like, fuck all that. You want to be able to make your own decisions. And that basically it. You want to make your own decisions when you're grown, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Get money, order what you want to order. So, and then that's the main reason. So we got that in common. He said he wanted to be grown as a kid, me too. And he said that's why he's so smart and so sharp. And he said that's why I'm so sharp with these niggas. I'm way too smart with these niggas. I'm way too smart with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? He said he read books. I ain't really read books, but I read the book now because I learned that you just gotta find out something you want to read, and your mind get to travel like a motherfucker when you read. That is true. You know what I'm saying? And reading books is like watching a movie. It's calm, it's cool. You can just pick you a spot in the city and just sit down Indian style or sit down in the park and just read. Fuck it. But damn, I can't wait to meet though, man. And then I know a lot of game, and then especially on talking about girls, about life, and then by youth engagement. Like I'm good with the kids, and when I heard his story, and he said basically when he was my age, he started working with the kids and started funding his foundation, and start working with kids. I was like, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And and then I was like, damn, I ain't even know that was a lane. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even knew that was a lane for that. Like, I ain't know you get paid for that. Start businesses and you know and get the right shit. So he can help you with that information. You know what I'm saying? And speaking to the kids, period. The kids love you, screaming and shit. That I'm practicing now. So I just gotta just learn, get around the right people to help me. Cause damn, boy, I got the game. I know what to do. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's do some anything. Let's get it on. Let's get it. I was gonna show on my value and tell on what I wanna do. Let's get it on. Let me get them same opportunities that them other man. Give me a chance, bro. Give me a chance to show you that you know what I'm saying, I can come close to getting them same opportunities that them boys fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And he said they had a deal on the table for me and him to do, and they wanted that 20 versus ones and 20 versus two with the girls and shit. And then that Max school and the fan bus, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real player like. And then I remember he said on Say Cheese one time, man, where the player type of niggas at? Where the cool niggas at? Where the suave niggas at, man? Where the fly niggas at? Where they get the girls, no gang banging niggas at? I remember he said that shit on Say Cheese. I'm like, damn, I gotta meet real talk. Because the world make it seem like you gotta be killer, gangster, or you gotta be gay or something, or soft or something. You know, you could just be regular, nigga. You could just be a gentleman and stand on business and keep it pimping in mind, you motherfucker. Damn, that's a nice color trailblazer, old school here. And yeah, my homeboy mama, she had one of them since we was damn 13. She still got it. Yeah, that's a nice color trailblazer. Damn, they kicked the hip that shit up. I should have took a picture of that motherfucker. Damn, I should have took a picture of that. But yeah, I can't wait to meet Unc, man. Damn, I can't wait to meet Unc. And I be so excited. I tell a couple people, not even too many people, and they be like, man, they always got something bad to say. And I be like, and I always defend them because I know him. I feel like I know him from watching him so much. I feel like I know him. So I be like, basically, he Unc for real. I be like, nigga, man. That's all you seen? All the shit that nigga say. That all you saw? You just hating or something. Like, you just don't want to listen to the nigga. You heard one thing and don't like him. That nigga say a million words. You heard one quote or one thing he say, and that was that. That nigga say some shit, boy. That nigga the truth. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Well, I'm glad that came through, because, boy, I'm about to get, boy, I'm starting to get worried. I say, these niggas playing on me, boy. I done spent all that bread, but I was like, fuck it, I tried. I tried, and I showed them my true colors, and I was real with them and genuine with them, and I was real, and I was honest with them, and, man, and I gave my all. I said, I can't be mad at myself. I tried. And then Uncle recognize that motherfucker. Don't say shit. Uncle acknowledge that he say shit. Damn, boy, this might be it. I know it is. Really gonna keep the fam. I'm just focused, boy. Focus. Over to that. So we got 3 weeks, July 23rd. And that shit. Oh. July 20th, and then it gonna be in Miami. Oh my God, how better? Oh my God, that's perfect. I need a fucking vacation. I need to go to Miami. Oh man, I can't motherfucking wait. Damn, I can't wait. 3 weeks, baby. Grind. So we gonna grind. We gonna make it happen, man. Damn, I can't wait. Yeah, he said it's gonna wanna be one of his biggest shows too. Shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Bump, man. We up 7 o'clock. Well, I was up 5. I know it's another hour. It's change. Yeah. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe.